We are gathered here to fill you with fear and give you a treat for your ears as we invade your mind with our scary rhymes and some tales that can be gory. As you bear witness and sit here and listen to our poetic horror stories. Happy holidays, PHS crew. We have some spooky and creepy Christmas stories we'd like to share with you. So, while you prepare for Santa Claus with some milk and cookies, we will terrify you with our stories and our sack full of goodies. And since this is our gift to you, all we ask for you to do is to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This will be the best present of our lives. And don't forget to jingle the bell. Now it's time for tonight's tales. This is a dark nursery rhyme of Little Jack Horner and his pies. Little Jack Horner had a pie shop that sat on a corner. His pie shop was a house of horrors. It was a place of pain and torture. The storefront was a cute little shop. Kind of reminds you of a mom and pop shop. It was quaint. If you saw it, you would think. He sold pastries and breads in his shop, but it was his pies people love. He couldn't keep them in stock because of the main ingredient. That is the reason why. But when I tell you what it is, you'll be surprised. That the special ingredients to his pies, it was made with human eyes. He would find people in society that won't really be missed. People who were easy to dismiss. He would bring them into his shop after dark. He would lure them sometimes from the park. He promises them something to eat and a place to sleep. And once they went to bed, he would creep. He would take a pick and pluck out their eyes. Then he would slit their throat. He had to make sure no one survived. He needed for them to all die, so no one could find out the secret ingredient in his pies. He got away with this many of times. He even won awards for best pies around, until one day, when it was found what his pies were really made from. When they pulled out a plum, they could see an eyeball in the pie, with the iris and the juices from the brine. And that was the end of Jack Horner and his pies. He was executed for his crimes. This is the dark rhyme of the three blind mice, the farmer and his wife, and how the mice wanted to get back at the farmer's wife for cutting off their tails, and what they did to make her life a living hell. Even though the mice are blind, their other senses were heightened, and they were resigned. They were determined to see this through till the bitter end. No matter what, they were going to get their revenge. That night when the farmer and his wife was fast asleep, while they lay there in their bed, counting sheep, the three blind mice ran into their bedroom and crawled up on their nightstand. And on the alarm, they left a big piece of glass. And when the alarm went off, it went deep into the farmer's wife's hand. She jumped out of bed with a high-pitched scream. The pain had her falling to her knees as she bled profusely. She ran to the bathroom to wrap her hand in a towel, but when she made it to the door, she tripped and twisted her ankle and she fell to the ground. There was a line tied across the bathroom doorway. She was in disbelief as she stayed where she laid. The farmer tried to give his wife aid, to help her and to soothe her pain. But when he went to get up from the bed, a force hit him very hard on top of his head. The mice pushed over a lamp that knocked him out. He didn't see that coming. That I have no doubt. Now the 3 mice could complete their plans. No one could give her a helping hand. So they surrounded her on all sides, and then they showed her the carving knife. They didn't think twice, and they sliced all 3 of her fingers to make sure she would always remember. Now they were satisfied that they had their revenge. She lost 3 fingers, all because she cut off their tails. Help! Someone call the fire department and the police! There is a baby in a cradle at the top of this tree!
This is a major emergency. How the baby got there? Well, that's the true mystery. Let's go back to the earlier part of the days, before I was called for this case. I'm a detective here in this small town. Not much happens here. Not much goes down. But I got a call about a missing baby in a cradle. The mother was very frantic, shaking, and unstable. She said that she was rocking her baby in the cradle in the baby's room. Then there was a knock at her door, so she left the baby for a few seconds and she returned to the room to resume. But the cradle and the baby were no longer there. The baby was gone. The mother was upset and scared. I told her it will be okay and not to worry. I was on the case. I went to her home to investigate the baby's room, to check around for clues, and next to the open window, I found broken sticks and leaves. It was from the forest from a big oak tree. I knew then and there where to go, because the tree was very big, tall, and old. We headed quickly to the tree. A crowd was there, and at the top of the tree was the baby. And with the baby was a big mama bird. She was rocking the baby cradle, pushing it back and forth. I believe she thought the baby was hers. The mother started to scream, "Someone save my baby!" This freaked the mama bird out. The bird started screeching, squawking, and thrashing about. The bird flew away. The baby cradle started to sway. The baby cradle was rocking in the breeze, moving side to side just like the leaves. Suddenly, you could hear the branch starting to break. It snapped and my heart started to race. I ran under the tree with my arms stretched out to break the baby's fall. As the baby came tumbling down, cradle and all. But the mother bird returned, caught the baby, and placed the baby on the ground. The baby was safe and sound. Everyone started to cheer as they crowded around, and I figured out the reason why the mama bird took their baby and cradle. The mama bird lost her baby bird. Unfortunately, it was fatal. She just wanted a baby to care for. She missed her little baby bird, I'm sad to report. But this solved how the baby ended up in the tree. The mystery case of Rockabye Baby.
Sorry to interrupt this program, but we have some announcements. Please like and comment. This will help our channel grow and let us know you like the program. And if you're new, please subscribe and become a part of the PHS crew. Thank you. Now back to the video.
If you could, Gingerbread Man, you would escape and run away as fast as you can. If you only knew my devious plans to eat you up, Gingerbread Man. You are a special holiday treat. You are great to eat. I would start by biting off your legs. If you could walk, you would try your best to get away. But you can't. Then I would chew off your arms because you are spicy and warm. I would also eat your torso with your cute little gumdrop buttons. I feel like a complete glutton. And the best part will be your frosted covered head. Then I realize I have come to an end. But that's okay, because I still have your gingerbread family and your friends.
Little soldier boy, standing in the toy store window, with the other soldiers at attention in a row. I'm here to grant your wish, for you to become a real boy. You're made out of plastic, you're just a toy. You want to know what it's like to have a soul. Your wish is about to come true. I'm your fairy godmother, and I'm here to grant your wish. I'm here for you. You will be a Christmas gift for a kid, so their soul you can steal. When they open you on Christmas Day, they will be transferred. They will take your place. The spell will switch you into their body, and now they will become a doll, and you will be a real boy, and I know this will bring you joy. Unfortunately for the poor child you trick, they will be stuck inside the doll, and they will be trapped forever, permanent. But it won't matter because you will have your Christmas wish. And for the kid, they will learn life's a bitch. We are Misfit Toys. We're to be made to bring joy to little girls and boys. But we have defects that made us less than perfect. We were deemed by Santa to be worthless because we didn't pass Santa's inspection and receive a stamp of approval. We were instead stamped for removal because some of us are missing eyes, limbs, wheels, and make distorted vocal sounds, while some of us can't move very far without breaking down. So, Santa has left us behind. We will not be a Christmas toy for any child. And do you know what will happen to us if we are not a useful toy? We will be tossed into a furnace to be destroyed. Yes, Santa will burn us till nothing remains. No evidence left of his shame. This is the cruel fate of Misfit Toys. This is a situation we can't avoid. All because we aren't the perfect toy, the perfect gift. And because of this, nobody wants us. And Santa doesn't want us to exist.
I have bad news to tell you today. Something I wish I didn't have to say. I'm sorry, but this is the truth, my friends. But Santa Claus has met his end. Yes, Santa Claus is dead. You heard me right. The fat, jolly man in red. This has broken the hearts of all, as the children cry out, as the tears fall. This year there will be no toys for all the good girls and boys. This is so sad and tragic. No more Christmas magic. This is depressing information indeed. How will the world proceed? You want to know how did Santa Claus meet his untimely end? He was taken down by military force. It was an accident. It's what the military call friendly fire. They blew him out of the sky. They thought he was a UFO, an enemy, something they couldn't identify. So they took aim and blasted him to smithereens, not realizing that it was December 24th, Christmas Eve. This will go down in history as the Black Christmas Day, the darkest, saddest Christmas to this date.
I built a snowman today when we went outside into the snow to play. The snowman had glass marbles for eyes, carrot for a nose, sticks for arms, top hat, scarf, and a little black button for his smile. He was standing in our front yard, like he was standing on guard. He kind of looked lifelike. He looked like he was ready to fight. When I went to my bedroom, I could see the snowman from my window below. But when I woke up last night to go to the restroom, the snowman wasn't there. The spot where he stood was bare. All I could see was the tracks in the snow, and they were heading towards our front door. But I went back to bed, thinking the lights was messing with my eyes. I was woken up early this morning by my parents and the police. It took me by surprise. There was a dead body on our front porch, and the snowman wasn't where he once was. He was close to the front. The snowman was stained with blood. We were stunned, because the man on the porch was a robber trying to break in. But I believe we were saved by the snowman.
I'm a toy maker, and I made a doll for my daughter out of clay, so she would have a toy to open on Christmas Day. Due to everything lately that has been going on, I've been out of work, and I no longer have a job. My funds are now running low, and Christmas is a few days away. It's around the corner, and I don't have much time to place an order. So, I get to work on making her a doll and sculpt the clay. I need to have it ready for Christmas Day. I painted the doll and gave her rosy cheeks. I was happy with the doll. She was complete. I finished it on Christmas Eve. I wrapped the doll up and placed it under the tree. Then I retired to my bed to go to sleep. When we woke in the morning, the doll wasn't there. My daughter was upset and started to cry. My wife asked me what happened to the doll. I shrugged my shoulders and sighed. We searched all over the house looking for the missing doll. We couldn't find it at all. It vanished. It was gone. My daughter went to bed upset because she didn't receive a present. It was my mission to find the doll, even if it took all night long. I sat up in the corner in my living room. I was on patrol. But I fell asleep immediately until I heard a creak. I opened my eyes and there stood a gnome. He came out of a closet from a hole. He was living in my wall. And there was the doll. I had to make a trade to get the doll back. I hope my family won't miss our cat.
Now our tales are silent for the night. It's time for you to bundle up, stay warm, and sleep tight. And remember that you are being watched. So be good, or you may have to pay the cost. We thank you for stopping by. Until next we meet, we will see you next time.